Hello, welcome back to my channel. So if you haven't been here before, my name is Kavina and I thrift things, and I basically share all the things that I thrift with you guys so you can see kind of how I live life on my super thrifty budget. But basically today I get asked a lot of questions about how I got everything for my baby, because everything basically that I purchased for him I got secondhand, and so I managed to get everything I needed for my baby life on a super small budget. Because I know a lot of people are worried too that they can't afford having a baby, and that's understandable. But it doesn't have to be because of all the things and accessories you need to get ready for the baby. So today we're just going to go through some of my, I think, top 10-ish, like 10 to 12 things maybe that you need arguably for your baby, and you can get an idea of what kinds of prices you should expect if you're buying things secondhand and what kind of things you can buy secondhand. So we are going to dive straight in, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk about the kinds of things that you need, and then the kinds of prices that I found on Marketplace as of today in January 2021 in terms of like prices that they're advertised as. So if you live in Canada or Australia, then you might be able to get some of these things at those prices because they'll still be available. But basically I just wanted you to get an idea of what I'm typing in when I'm searching in Facebook Marketplace and the kind of price range you can expect when you're searching for these kinds of things. So getting straight into it, we're going to start with bottle sterilizers. So for bottle sterilizers, this again is one of those things that you can buy if you want or not. Use the bottle sterilizer. It's literally you just, you wash all the bottles per normal. And you put them in this bottle sterilizer, put it with a cup of with whatever water in the bottle sterilizer and put it in the microwave, and then bam, a couple minutes later you have fully sterilized bottles. So I like that method where I can like sterilize a bunch of bottles at once just by shoving them in the microwave. And I paid $5 for my bottle sterilizer. So I'll show you on the screen here what you can expect in terms of bottle sterilizer prices, but as you can see from the screen, there are all kinds of secondhand bottle sterilizers you can get for like often free. I often see bottle sterilizers come for free because it literally is just a thing you stick in your microwave, or you can get the more pricier ones where you plug it in and it's an actual appliance that you get. So they range from the microwave ones to an actual appliance, and they range in real prices from like $40 to like $100+. So if you're looking for bottle sterilizers, definitely see if you can snag one for like $5 to $10. I think anything more than that, definitely hold off, because I see them all the time, either free or between $5 and $10. And so that's your bottle sterilizers. Then obviously the other thing you do need if you're not exclusively breastfeeding is bottles. So as you'll see when you're shopping for bottles, they are crazy expensive. And you don't know and have no way of knowing which kind of nipple and which kind of bottle your baby will take. So there's all kinds of brands out there. I think Avent, Philips, Tommy Tippy, etc. And basically I just had no way of knowing what kind of bottle my baby would take. And so what I did was I thrifted a bunch of different bottles so that I would have like a set ready to go, and then I could work out from there which one to buy more of to make sure that I had the right kind, basically based on whichever one he would take. So for bottles, you easily would pay $5 to $20 per bottle in store. They're crazy expensive, but it's something you'll use every day for potentially a year or more. And so for me, I tend to find, 5 to 10 bottles for around $10 to $20. That to me is a good price. And so the original bunch of bottles I got had about 3 different brands in there. And I got about, I think it was maybe like 10 bottles for $15. And so I bought that. And then when my baby came along, I found the brand that he would use. There's one particular one that he preferred over the rest. And so what I did was I sold the other bottles that I didn't use, and then bought more secondhand ones of the ones that he liked. And so I managed to get, actually just the other day, 10 bottles for $5 from the thrift shop. And so that was just pure luck. It just happened to be the exact brand that he takes, and it was fantastic. So that's what I did for bottles. So definitely recommend that, because a lot of people do spend quite a bit of money on bottles, and then their baby comes along and doesn't like that particular type of bottle, and in which case you have to buy more anyways. So might as well thrift them, because everyone, including yourself, when you get them, thrifts them and then has to sterilize them anyway. So you might as well buy the secondhand ones and then work out which one your baby likes. So there's that. Then in terms of prams, so also known as strollers, prams and strollers, my husband and I were blown away by the prices of those. So prams and strollers easily can be like $200 plus to like $2,000, especially if you get like the pram, which can also convert into a capsule for the car and whatever else it does. And the first thing I'll say about capsule prams is that in theory, yes, it is great, because I have seen people who love the fact that, you know, they can go from pushing their pram or their stroller and then just clip out the part that holds their baby, and so that it turns into a carrier, so they can just put away the pram part and then carry the baby into the house or wherever it is that they're going, so they don't have to disturb the baby. And similarly, they can just clip that carrier into the car seat, and again, potentially not disturb the baby and stuff like that. The only difficulty I've seen, though, is for parents who have a baby who hate their capsule. Therefore, they hate their pram, the car seat, and the carrier. And so it just becomes like a huge waste of money, because then they won't, you know, for people whose baby calms down in the car, or people whose baby calms down when you take them for a stroll, you're just screwed if they hate the combo version. So there's that. So bear that in mind. The other thing to bear in mind is that your baby was going to be very heavy eventually, and then to carry that and the capsule and everything like that, and like click it out and then, you know, lift it and click it into the car seat, it may not be as easy as you think it is. And so definitely recommend checking them out and seeing if it's light enough for you, because for me it's not. For me it's far too heavy, and it's just it wouldn't be doable. So definitely recommend trying out, as in like pushing or lifting, capsules and prams in the store to see what works best for you. And once you find something you like, search for it in Marketplace. So I'll show you on the screen here some range of prams that come up on Marketplace around me. And so you can see from the screen, they're like between like $20 to $300. And again, it's because prams themselves range anywhere from like a couple $100 to a couple $1,000. So you can easily get a couple $1,000 pram for a few $100s, or you can get a couple $100 pram for like $20. So my pram cost me $20. I love it. It's light. It converts from the bassinet stage to the small toddler stage. It has storage. It has, you know, like a sun cover thingy. It has the front facing so the baby can see me. It has the other way that it switches, that it can face the world when he's ready to, that kind of thing. So it works for me, and I just can't imagine paying more than $20 for that, because I'll use it basically for a year, maybe for another year if I have another baby, and that's really all you need it for. So there's that. So $20 is what I paid for that. Next we have the baby carrier. So a lot of guys or parents, I shouldn't just say dads, I've seen moms wear it too. Dads and moms use like those carriers that you clip your baby in, and you can hold your baby on your front or your back for some of them. I got one of those wraps, so the Hug-a-Bub wrap, and so I'll show you on the screen here. You can see some of the wraps where it's kind of like a material, and you just kind of tie it in a special way, which I showed you I think in a previous video, and you tie it so that they can just sit in your arms, and it's a very secure wrap. So I love my Hug-a-Bub. I wouldn't pay more than $30, say, for the Hug-a-Bub. I wear it all the time. I wear it every single day, and it's just a material that you can wear, and they can drool, spit up on it, whatever, and you just chuck it in the washing machine, and there's no dramas. I see those anywhere between $20 to $50 all the time secondhand. when you buy them new, they can be anywhere from like $50 to like $200. So my I looked into getting a secondhand one, and I found many that I liked for $20. But one of the people on my who came to my baby shower got me one from Amazon, and that was for $50. And so even if you want to get one new, $50 on Amazon, I'm thrilled with mine, and it's utterly fantastic. The next thing that you can look into getting, and I very much don't think this is a necessity at all, but I know a lot of people look into getting this when they're pregnant, is a rocking chair. So rocking chairs are shockingly expensive. The fact that they're just a chair, but on, on a curved base like this instead of, solid legs. The fact that it changes the price of a chair from like $100 to like $500 blows my mind. Like there's easily like rocking chairs that cost about $1,000, and that's just not something we were interested in. And so we were looking into rocking chairs, and we're planning on just not getting one. But again, someone from my baby shower very kindly bought us one, again from Amazon. But rocking chairs, as you can see in the screen here, you can get anywhere from, $30 to $100 secondhand. So if you're really set on getting a rocking chair, that is the place to go for those, because new prices are just like the Prams. They're very, very pricey, and it's for a piece of furniture that, other than when you are sitting in it with your baby, which a lot of people do a lot and use it daily, and it's a piece of furniture that they like. I think it just depends on you and your baby. For me, my baby doesn't necessarily need to be rocked to sleep. He just likes for me to be standing, and so a rocking chair won't solve that because he wants to be upright, meaning I have to be upright. And so the rocking chair doesn't work for us. But if a rocking chair is something that you want to rock your baby to sleep, or to sit in with him and read stories, which I do, and things like that, it's a good thing to have. And so, $30-ish to $100 is what you'd roughly be looking at for something like that. Next, blankets. Oh my God, blankets. So we use burp cloths, blankets, wraps, daily, multiple ones, because he'll spit up on them, drool on them, etc. We have one in like every room. And so I can't stress enough how much you need cloths of some sort and blankets. And so they're easily like $10 each in a store, more if it's a quilted one, more if it's a fleecy one. And so I definitely recommend checking out Marketplace, because almost always you'll find people selling like a pile of blankets for like $1 each if you want to pick and choose, or like the whole bundle of like 20 blankets for like $20, that kind of thing. And so as you can see in the screen here, like $5 to $20 for all blankets you'll need, not just one, is the way to go. Definitely don't spend like money on your blanket in store for one blanket at a time, because you just need a heap of burping cloths and wipes and things like that, and it's just so much easier if you just buy a bundle, because chances are there's someone in your marketplace selling a whole pile, and so grab that pile. The next thing, if you're doing disposable diapers, is a nappy bin, so a diaper bin. I think it really depends on who you talk to. I know a lot of people swear by their diaper bin, and say that without it, it's really, really smelly. I get that. I think I just don't smell it or something. I have no idea, but I just don't think it's that big of a deal to use a regular bin, because the thing for me, for a lot of the nappy bins, or a lot of the diaper bins, is that you have to then pay for the diaper cartridge that holds all the bags in it, to go in there, and it just ends up being this really pricey thing. So I got one because my husband can smell it and doesn't like the smell, and it definitely contains the smell. We have the Tommy Tippy diaper bin, and it does what it says it's supposed to do. And again, that was a baby shower gift. Basically everything that I have that's new is from my baby shower. I personally just thrift everything. But for the diaper bin itself, the cartridges I have had to buy because they obviously go with the diaper bin, and those have cost like, maybe if I buy 6 cartridges, which hold 30 diaper bags, or like 30 diapers, I think I got that at the cheapest for like 40 bucks, but I think the normal price is 60 bucks. And so to pay that every few months, just to throw out your diapers, is just not something I'm willing to do. And so we started just throwing them in a regular bin, and it works just fine. And you can use a nappy bin and buy the nappy bin and just not buy the cartridges and just have them nice in that enclosed space. And it works just fine. We're very happy with that method. And we are actually switching over to cloth diapers. And so if you want to see a video on that, feel free to stay tuned, because we will definitely be posting our secondhand cloth nappy journey. And so basically the bins, even though they're like $20 to $40 new, you can easily find them on Marketplace, often for like $10 or less, because people just want to get rid of them. And you know, they're nappy bins at the end of the day, so people just don't want them sitting around. And so you'll often find them and cartridges to go in the bin for sale for 10 to 20 bucks. So definitely recommend getting that if you want to try a diaper bin. But otherwise, skip the diaper bin and just get a regular bin. Next thing that we got that is definitely, it was a splurge that we got, but literally everyone kept telling us to get one, and we figured we'll buy one secondhand and then we'll just sell it secondhand if it's not for us, because not every baby likes it. But that is the Mamaroo. So for those of you who've never heard of a Mamaroo, it's basically just a chair that your baby can sit in for like roughly the first 6 months of its life, and it like rocks the baby for you. So it has several modes where it can like one's called the car mode, so it just rocks the baby as if it were in a car and it goes like that. Or there's like the kangaroo mode where it literally goes like that and just kind of rocks your baby in that motion. And then it plays music, and it has a little mobile on it so it can entertain your baby. Some babies love it, some babies hate it, some babies couldn't care less. And so our baby loved it. And so we actually ended up falling in love with this machine. And so every time I wanted to go for a shower, or I had to go to the bathroom, or I wanted to do some cleaning around the house and things like that, I could just put him in the chair and he would just happily be bouncing around and excited because he thinks I'm doing it. So and he'd fall asleep in it a lot as well. So it was fantastic. I love the Mamaroo. So they're like $400 or something crazy like that new. Rest assured, I did not pay that. I paid $150 for mine, which is very expensive to me. But again, since we paid $20 for our pram, and we paid like next to nothing for everything else, we were like, look, we'll just try this out. So $150 is what we paid, and as you can see from the screen, they range between like $150 to $300 secondhand because they're so pricey firsthand. And so if you're wanting to look into something like that, definitely recommend looking at your Marketplace if you want to try something like that, but then potentially have the ability to resell it for what you paid if it's not something that works for you or for your baby. All right, and then next, we're almost done here. Again, if you don't want something like the Mamaroo, you can just get basic baby swings that normally cost like $100 to $200 in the store, which you definitely don't need to pay, because baby swings, let me tell you, are a dime a dozen. I swear everybody has one, and they all want to get rid of them. So I got mine. I got two because we have an upstairs and a downstairs, and I just figured I'd get one for each. And so I had one that I got for free and one that I got for $20. And again, every baby's different. So the $20 one, my baby hated. He just I don't know. I'm not sure. I think it was the angle of the chair. He just didn't like it. And then the other one that I got for free, loves that chair. Will not exit that chair. Whenever he's not wanting to sit in the Mamaroo, he just loves being bounced in the other one. So it has a vibration mode, and it just is the best chair ever. So that one has been a lifesaver as he's grown older and is a bit too old for the Mamaroo. He doesn't want to be like lulled. He just wants to be entertained. And so baby swings, as you'll see in the screen there, you can get them anywhere from like $20 to $100 secondhand, but often take a look and see if you can get them for less than $20 or even free, because people are giving those away all the time. All right. And then the last three things are clothes, your change table, and your cot. So for your clothes, as you can see from the screen, buy your clothes secondhand. If you've been to my channel before, I buy all my clothes secondhand. I knew I'd do that for my baby, and I got all my baby's clothes basically for the first year-ish of its life for less than $100. So that's like over 100 pieces, probably like 200 pieces, because I just bought a few bundles. So I bought like newborn bundle, small baby bundle, bigger baby bundle, and it's covered me for the whole year. So and I can easily resell those because babies don't have a lot of wear and tear on their newborn clothes, so it's so easy to resell them, and that's exactly what I plan on doing. And people are selling bundles all the time because like if you buy things new, I mean, if you want to say your baby's born and you need like 10 outfits maybe in that size, and you pay like $10 per outfit, that's insane. Like to spend $100 for something that your baby at best may wear for about 2 weeks to a month. Of course, to each their own. There are some people who just aren't okay with secondhand clothes, and I totally respect that and appreciate that. But for $100, it's just tough when I wouldn't even spend that on myself. And so to spend on something that, you know, babies can wear the outfit maybe a couple times before they outgrow, I just find $10 per outfit too much. So I basically spent $10 for each stage of outfit. So I have about 20 to 30 outfits in each size, and didn't spend more than $10 for each of those stages. So, and I love the clothes. It's like a present for me, opening up and seeing what kind of outfits I got. So there's that. And then the change table is not necessarily a necessity. You can just change your baby on a burp cloth on the floor, or you know, wherever else that's convenient to you. But if you want a change table, I got a change table with the chest of drawers. So the change table is on top of the chest of drawers, or a tall boy, or whatever you call it in your country. And so the change table I got as part of a set. And so I got a 3-piece set for $300, and then I sold one part, and then so I guess technically speaking, I got it for like $100. And it's convenient. I use that daily. You can find change tables easily for free. People are giving those away all the time, to about like $40. So kind of pick what kind of aesthetic you want for your nursery. If you want to do like white furniture, dark wood furniture, gray furniture, etc., white furniture, you'll find everything that you need on Marketplace, because people are always selling those things. And again, wear and tear on a change table, that's just not a thing. There's not a lot of wear and tear on it. So basically whatever you're looking for, you most likely can find pretty cheap. And then finally, last but not least, the cot. Same thing. People are giving away cots all the time. You'll find it for free on Marketplace often, or like up to like $40. You don't need to pay very much at all, because people are just trying to get away, or trying to give away cots and change tables all the time, because it's such big furniture that they just want to get out of the way so they can put their like toddler bed and things like that. So definitely recommend looking for those kinds of things between free to like $40. And for me, I got mine, that $300 set, which again, since I sold one already, like $200 set, I got, and I'm so happy with, because it's a cot and then it converts into a toddler bed. So it's going to last me like at least half a decade, if not longer, if I have another baby. So very happy with that. So that is my very long video on the a few basics that you need for your baby, and kind of thrifted prices that you can expect for them. So that was a really long-winded way of going through everything. I hope that was helpful. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this, because I'm so happy to share the kinds of things that I purchased and the kinds of prices to expect them for, because I know it can be very overwhelming for a lot of new parents, but I'm happy to share my thrifted insights and share my thrifted goodies. If you guys want to see all the kinds of things that I got, let me know and I can do a video of that too. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye!